Good night. So I've just arrived into the apartment with all this shopping that I need to arrange, of course, in this very small room. Continuing the two previous videos. I mean, I don't know why it even need to be uttered, but I mean, it's so trivial, but maybe some people don't understand it. I mean, they are so ignorant or so stupid or so, immoral. But I mean, just to understand, even now, and maybe even more than ever, I'm now reading by many people. Many people. And if you don't understand what is hiding, it's actually something that, I mean, it took me a lot of time to understand what it actually is, because it means several different things in several different contexts that are all related to intelligence community. It's not sex, by the way. No. Maybe it could be done with sex, I don't know. But I don't know. No information on. I've done, my sex was without any kind of this, the idea is that, you share senses using the bicycle mechanism to a very, very, strong extent, that you can actually see and listen, mostly see, from the eyes of another person. And of course, Israelis are doing it to me, without my consent. And it's probably something that all over the world people are doing as part of the intelligence services, those that eat the tea. But in Israel, everybody's doing it because as part of this thing, they also take my neurons from me and the immune system and infect me with their own diseases. So this is why they like the riding. And mostly they like to do it when I'm asleep. So they initiate the riding when I'm outside, like now, for shopping, and mostly they wait for me to sleep, but sometimes they don't wait, and they even do it in the street. But this could lead to me like even fainting in the street. So if they have a little bit of discipline, they wait for me to go to the apartment. So because if I faint in the street, it's not for their beneficial. Even though sometimes people do it. It was done in the past, many times. But usually what they do is that, they wait for you to go to sleep, because then, you are static and they can do it, they can take the good news from you and infect you with diseases. Another thing that, from their perspective, it is good that when you are asleep is that, if you ride somebody, this somebody is poses like a danger to you, because things that he is doing affects you, the rider. So, they are a little bit nervous about it. So, they prefer it, when I'm asleep, of course, presumably I cannot do anything that will hurt them because I'm just asleep. Of course, this tremendously affect my sleep negatively. Actually, I cannot sleep at all like that. It's like, it's tortured sleep, and this is the story of my life. No sleep, no food, torture and torment. And this is going on right now. Right now. Right now, quite a bit of people from Tel Aviv, or maybe even from abroad that came to Tel Aviv, they are doing it right now. Presumably when the world, is now gushed to see, the starships, but they don't care, they still do it. The good news, in order for them to get out of this, riding, they cannot do it easily. They can, they can initiate it, without my consent when I'm outside, because they've eaten, my neurons, because they took it from the trash. Either from the literal trash, or from what kind of trash? From the throat of some prostitutes scum. But they cannot stop this connection. They can do it very easily, but they need to actually watch me again, like eye in eye, like when I'm outside. Now, presumably, it's easiest for them just to go up in the apartment. We have no lock, and the door is many times open. But they mostly don't even want to get near this apartment, because it's watched by all the intelligence services of the world, and they don't want to be seen. So they wait for me to just go out, to the street for shopping, as I've done now, and obviously I need to do it for that time. But until I do it again, they are with me. So you can ask, so why don't you? Yes, they take your immune system from you, infect you with diseases, and cause you tremendous pain. And if you are going to sleep, if you try to go to sleep, you know that it will be tormented sleep. But you said that you can torture them. You can do things that will actually affect them negatively. So why don't you do it? So of course I'm going to do it. This will be the agenda for this evening, unless we have sound attacks. That is, as I said, very probable. And then, first of all, we need to stop the sound attacks. So if and when it will start again, we will continue with the coughing for 10 or 12 hours. But on the meantime, you can actually do the various, takes of the riders. And as I said, this is not a theoretical issue. It's going on right now as you speak. People see through my eyes, listen through my ears. maybe even some of them think that they're doing me a favor. Like, they're watching me. They can now attest that I'm actually, maybe, it's still like a conundrum whether I'm innocent or not. People say these things and this, that maybe they need to sing, by their own hand, see through my senses in order to be the judges in this never-ending trial. Anyway, of course, this is torture, and this is, unacceptable behavior for sentient species, and in itself enough to annihilate that species, and that's exactly what's going on. But we will start with the riders, of course. They are, a world of pain awaits them, and I'm not going to get outside of this apartment for a long time because I have everything that I need. So a world of pain awaits them. Tremendous pain. Tremendous pain. But first, let's arrange the room, let's clean ourselves, let's eat something, and let's, again, we'll see, how long it takes, before the sound terror starts, and we need to, retaliate like yesterday, but to a much greater magnitude this time. If you're, curious as to what I've actually bought, so mostly according to the plan, clay of all sorts. Not many acrylic colors, but peripheral equipment that is needed, like black gesso, white gesso, turpentine, linseed oil, like pearl medium, and pearl colors, and also bought like canvases that are, actually it was pretty cheap because it was cut like, it was not stretched, like just, the cut canvas, like, like a rag. And actually, it was pretty cheap. The cheapest I bought, by far, both from like Israeli stores and from abroad that I've done in the past. Actually, it doesn't feel very, tremendous quality. I must say, it's not the best canvas that I've ever had, but the seller, the person in the shop, said, he was really, he was adamant that it's actually good quality. And so okay. Yeah, it's canvas, it's 1% linen, and, or cotton, I don't even remember. And it's primed with gesso, which is good, it saves you a lot of work. So I bought like 2 rolls of 1.5 meters on 2 meters. Like 3 meters on 2 meters, but cut, to 1.5, because otherwise it wouldn't have been like, placed in the taxi. And, also I bought some clothes, very cheap one, but much needed in Decathlon, which is very cheap, like a sport clothes outlet store. So that's the plan, and of course everything will be documented, but also with video. But first, let's arrange ourselves.